Hey, payday, you want the payday? I know that Canelo Alvarez is injured after the Terence Crawford fight. He just had a surgery and is now injured in the process of recovering. He's no longer fighting for the remainder of the year 2025. In this video, I'm going to break it down and show you what's going on. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Canelo Alvarez is injured, as I stated at the beginning of this video. To show you proof, feast your eyes on this. New evidence shows Canelo is back home after a surgery. Boom. And just to enlarge it real quick for you guys, this is Canelo Alvarez. You see this cast with these wires coming out. He has a newborn, you dig, and he's with his family. So that is the latest. Canelo Alvarez, wish him a speedy recovery. I want to give you guys my thoughts. Listen, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm really sick of any time there is a high-profile boxing match and it doesn't go the way of a star or a bigger name. There's always a built-in excuse as to why the fight went like that. And surprisingly, sometimes it's instantaneously. You hear these excuses, and sometimes it takes a little while, and then you start hearing all this stuff. And you like for Canelo, I thought initially he kind of took the loss to Crawford pretty well, right? Took it pretty well. Like, he didn't really say too much. He made a lot of money. And then I was like, I was giving him props for not for doing good. He didn't do good in the fight. But I was giving him props for just taking it on the chin. Pause. But then now we start coming out with this elbow injury and all this type of stuff. I'm not trying to hear it. And let me know in the comments if you guys are sick and tired of every major boxing fight. There's like two big names or at least one big name. And when they lose, this is what happens, right? I don't recall the last time somebody got scraped in a fight where maybe they were supposed to win or people thought they were going to win, and we heard nothing. It was just they lost. They didn't make excuses. They didn't act like spoiled brats. They didn't have a tantrum. They didn't say, oh, man, it's because the weight or anything. And this dates back for a while in this sport of boxing. Mayweather-Pacquiao, the biggest fight of all time. Floyd Mayweather limited Pacquiao to 71 punches. It's in history. Both guys have been paid. Floyd won. Pacquiao didn't. Funny enough, there were people in 2015, because I've been doing this for a while, and they were on my channel because I said Floyd was going to beat Pacquiao by decision, which I actually have a prediction. The video's on my channel, in case you don't believe me, before the fight happened. And because I had this prediction picking Floyd, the Pacquiao fans, they were like, oh, man, you're going to be sorry. You're going to close down your channel. Pacquiao's going to beat him. Floyd don't like southpaws, yada, yada, yada. And then fast forward to the future, what Boxingego said came true per usual, and these people just disappear. But had I got that wrong, and let's say Pacquiao knocked out Floyd, then they would have been right here typing. This is the story of my life. When I get it right, a couple people might give me props. If I get it wrong, thousands of people will be in the chat, be in the comment section talking crazy. Oh, man, you don't know anything. I can get 99 things right. I get one thing wrong. You know what it is. But anyway, Mayweather, he made Pacquiao look pretty bad in that fight, right? Because Pacquiao is normally an action star. He got nullified and neutralized. Them superpowers got neutralized, period, right? What happened after that? I want to. I thank the Lord God. I believe my shoulder is broken. He hit me. I need Tordol for me shoulder. Man, what? And Pacquiao and Bob Arum came out because Pacquiao was with Top Rank and Bob Arum still. Manny Pacquiao, he shouldn't have been fighting Floyd because his shoulder. I want to. My shoulder. I cannot lift me arm. Man, we done hyped this up for 5 or 6 years. Got a definitive winner and a definitive conclusion, and here they come with the excuses. Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, upset on DAZN. It happened. I watched it live. Teofimo literally was arguing post-fight on the mic like, man, y'all know I beat him. I beat that boy. His face was all mangled up, but he had enough energy to argue. Then he was bloodied up and hit a backflip, but then Top Rank came out and said he had esophagus problems and he was near death and he shouldn't have been fighting. Huh? Why you let him fight near death if you got all that going on? You know what I mean? Why was that passed? Why the New York commission where the fight took place, one of the strictest commissions of all time. So why would they allow him, if he was that bad in that type of shape, near death, to the point where all the doctors are now saying it's a miracle that T.O.'s still with us, then why did the commission even allow him to fight? How come there's not a lawsuit or malpractice or something for being cleared to fight? So to me, it always looks bad. It always looks bad, and it looks like cap. When Lomachenko loses, he always had, I thought I won the fight. I thought I beat Teofimo, but my shoulder, I had shoulder problems or hand. I forgot. I think Loma said his shoulder too. He had something. So Loma, when he lost, it's always an excuse. Pacquiao lost the biggest fight of all time to Floyd. It was an excuse. Teofimo lost. It was an excuse. Devin Haney had the fight with Ryan Garcia, and I recently seen he said he was weight drained and he had a bad weight cut for that fight and could barely stand up. Now, fast forward to the future, Canelo, he's sling blade over here with that with that arm. Bro, Crawford beat you down. It's over. I don't care about no elbow. I don't want to see no rematch. I don't care about the elbow. You lost because I had a teacher that said this. What's the difference between a reason and an excuse? Think about it and let me know in the comment section. I'm not trying to hear anything. Crawford, he probably was injured. All fighters don't necessarily come in 100% every single time. So I'm not trying to hear this stuff about Canelo. You were the bigger man. You were supposed to be the stronger man. And on a given night, Crawford looked like the stronger man, the more disciplined man, the man that had a better game plan and strategy. And he looked like he just knew what he wanted to do and he executed better. Canelo, he's gotten lazy over the years, trying to throw one punch at a time, not as good with the defense, not as good with the combinations, loading up and not even hiding it. That's why some people are like, oh, Crawford's Mount Rushmore. I can't off of this performance. He did his thing, but I didn't think Canelo at this point was the same fighter from the Jacobs fight and before that. So for me, I can't say you're better than Hagler and Ray Leonard and all that off of this. Canelo been looking washed. He been looking like there's been some slippage, but he been avoiding Benavidez and not fighting certain styles. Golden Boy just came out and said for 12 years we had him, we avoided certain styles. And we know that style is black fighters, black American style mostly, and then also some of the slick Cuban styles. They've already spilled the beans, and he carried that on even when he left Golden Boy, right? And he wasn't fighting certain people. He wasn't fighting Benavidez, who doesn't have that style for the record, but still a dangerous style because just like Golovkin didn't have a slick black American style, but I thought he beat Canelo. There's other styles that possibly can beat Canelo Alvarez as well. Benavidez, Golovkin, those styles also give Canelo a lot of problems. He gets tired in the back half of fights. These guys are strong. Benavidez, for his sake, he's a guy who throws in volume, and if you can't get real respect, he gonna mow you down, right? So, I don't have anything against Canelo personally. I don't know the dude like that, other than his career, but ain't nobody trying to hear this elbow stuff. And it doesn't in my opinion, this is a setup. They're gonna try to hype up a rematch and be like, by creating doubt. It's just like if you have someone you're defending in the court of law, all you have to do is, even if they did it, even if they're guilty, you have to cast a doubt. So beyond a reasonable doubt, a juror has to believe like, hey, maybe this guy didn't do it, and then you might win the case based on reasonable doubt, right? So I feel like this is a setup. If they can create a reasonable doubt and make people feel that Canelo was wounded in the fight, or he was wounded before the fight, or whenever this alleged elbow that requires surgery happened, then they can run back a rematch and try to rob the bank twice. I'm really not interested. Let me know if you guys are in the comment section, but that's the latest on Canelo's injury. For more boxing news, subscribe.